What's going on, guys? I wanted to get on here really quickly and make a quick video about DeFi Kingdoms and my strategy that I'm doing as a new player to make a little bit more jewel in the game. I told myself last night if this strategy worked that I was going to make a YouTube video on it. So here's the YouTube video. I just wanted to show you um, some of my strategies. So like I said, this video is kind of directed towards newer players. I myself am a newer player. I've been playing DeFi Kingdoms for about 2 weeks now. So within the last 2 weeks, I've just been, researching, reading, talking to as many people as possible to figure out a strategy. Just because, you know, towards the end of December, Jewel price went up to as high as $17. It's now fluctuating. What is it at right now? It's about $14.20. It's been pumping a little bit. It went to as low as 12 something, but I got in at $14 2 weeks ago. So um, there's not that much room for growth as a newer player, just because these heroes are kind of expensive. Um, let's take a calculator over here. You're not gonna be able to buy these just because the tavern's a little wonky, but like this in itself, what did I say? $14.20. It's 400, it's a $425 investment. So, um, it's very hard for newer players to get into the game. I myself only bought one hero, and as a newer player, I just bought, a hero that I thought was good, but I didn't know what I was actually getting myself into just because maybe the skills weren't matching the profession as well as it should be, or the class and the subclass weren't matching as well as it could be. So, um, I really needed to sell my hero so I could make some more money in this game. And the way that I make more money in this game, or Jewel, I should say, is by flipping them in the tavern. This last week, the tavern's been a little bit wonky, and I know the developers at DeFi Kingdom have been working at fixing it. They fixed it yesterday, and I've been working on the strategy, but just haven't been able to implement it just because the tavern hasn't been working. But I finally got it to work, and I'm gonna show you the flip I made, which is a very small flip, but it's an optimistic one. And then I'm gonna show you my live strategy of how I get my thought process while I look through the tavern. And I also bought another one this morning um, that I'm gonna flip, and then hopefully I'll cut towards the end of the video it being sold. Hopefully I'm wearing the same outfit, which means I sold it in the same day. Um, so let's get into that. But first, I wanted to show you the roadmap and why I'm a little bit more bullish on DeFi Kingdom. Um, right now I'm on the beta, so actually the gardening and mining quests are up right now, but when they go live on the real game, we'll be here. Right now we're right here, and I'm very bullish just because, the roadmap is very detailed and it shows you everything you need to know of the upcoming future of the game. Um, I do think the price of Jewel is going to go up. I didn't want to get too much into the roadmap. I feel like most people who are looking at this video already have done enough research and know um, when you get into this game, you know what you want to do. You want to make money, and you like the you like how the game looks. It looks interesting. It looks like something that you can get yourself into. Okay. Um, Now let me show you the hero that I flipped last night. So I did some research. I was looking around for about an hour or two, but I made some money, and I think it was worth it. So let me show you what I sold. And like I said, I'm a new player, so I've only had 2 items sold in the tavern, but this one sold fairly quickly, so I'm confident I could do it again. So this is the guy that I found in the tavern. You go over here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. So this is the guy that I found in the tavern, and I'll show you how much money I made flipping him. So I bought him for 38.75, and I ended up selling him for 44. There was a fee. I think I got 43.25. So, overnight I got 4.5 jewel. Overnight I made $64. Um, and I'll show you my thought process of why I picked this specific guy. Um, I was originally looking for classes that match with the profession and then had high stats, but that's kind of unrealistic unless you're constantly, I mean, I was constantly just staring at the tavern and refreshing it, but the API wasn't working well and I wasn't able to find newer steals. So instead of paying attention to the archer, I mean the class and the subclass, I only paid attention to the profession and the stats that go with it. So for this one, it has a profession of fishing, and for fishing, you want high luck and high agility. And when I am looking at heroes, and I could be wrong, so please leave a comment if you have any other suggestions. I look for the stats, and I kind of want them to be like combined 15 or up. So this one has luck of 8 and agility of 7, so it's 15. 15's on the low end. If you get a combination of stats that's higher than 15, I'm sure there's a better chance of it selling quicker than mine did. But this is the one I went with, and I ended up making 4.5 joule profit fairly quickly. I think I bought it at 11 p.m. and it sold at like 6 a.m. So maybe I can find something that's a little bit better. So that was one that I made profit on. Um, so let me show you my thought process when I go into the tavern. Um, and hopefully I'm not rambling on too much. Hopefully I'll make some edits, make this video a little bit better. Um, so when I'm looking at the tavern and I want to flip a hero, what I do is I obviously want a bottom price. But with the tavern problems recently, we're having these problems where they're sold and you can't even attempt to purchase them. And the thing is, they're sold, and if you look up on the Discord, I'll look up on the Discord right now. Yay! Okay, so this one sold for 34 Joule. Oh, it sold today at 8:33. Right now it's 10:26. So it's still on here for the last 2 hours. So that was just why I wanted to show that. I just went on a completely different tangent. So I'll cut that out. So my thought process when it comes to buying a hero to flip it, you obviously want something that's towards a low floor price. And that's another thing too. I apologize. You're gonna need some Joule. Um, to flip, obviously. So for newer players, you have to throw in a couple $100s to figure this out. I apologize. I should have made that more clear in the beginning. You can't start with 0 Joule. You have to have some Joule. Um, but my idea is if this is successful, the Joule will snowball, and you can throw this into your liquidity pools and get a lot of rewards. Um, we're newer players, but we're also really new compared to people in a couple months from now. I'm very jealous and envious of the people who've been in since September, October, November, December, or early December, I should say. And I feel like I'm late to the party, but in hindsight, in a couple months from now, we're going to be ones who are early to the party. So anyway, what I was trying to say is my thought process of looking for a hero to flip. So let's say you wanted to get something like a fishing hero. You got to be really specific when it comes to what you're looking for. So right now I want something that's low. I want something that has a specific profession and it has the stats that match up with the profession. So I don't even look at the front of the cards until after uh, I know what I want. And I clicked foraging, not fishing. Nice. So let's stick with fishing. And let's take a look at these cards. So you have all these obviously have fishing profession. So let's take a look at it, luck and agility. This one has a total of 13. This one has a total of 17. This one has a total of 16. I like these two so far. I bet you I can't buy them because the tavern's wonky. Yep. This one will probably let me buy. This one has a total of 13. I just don't have enough Joule in the inventory, which is fine. Would I buy this one? Probably not because it doesn't have above 15 total skill. Keep going. This is 15. I might be able to buy this. Nope, it's not on auction. This one I can buy. 14. For example purpose, let's take a look at it. So when I say like, hey, I like these stats and I like this profession, they match up well. Then I flip it over. And oh, I also check if it's able to be purchased because sometimes I get really excited and then I'm not able to purchase it. So this is a monk wizard. It doesn't necessarily match up to the profession, but I do like that it has not used any of its summons. I like that it's Gen 3. I typically like to go things Gen 3 and lower just because it gives the buying person incentive to buy it just because the summoning cost is not that expensive compared to something that's like a Gen 4 or a Gen 5. Um, so I would consider buying this for 39 Jewel. I also like to take into consideration the sales history. I like something, oh, 23 Jewel. Someone bought this at floor price for 23 Jewel. And they're trying to flip it for 39. They're trying to make 16 on me. That's another thing I like to take in consideration. I don't like giving these flippers satisfaction. I know it's a little petty of me and very hypocritical, but um, that would give me an incentive to keep searching just because I like to see someone with sales history like, hey, I bought this 3 weeks ago for 55 Jewel and I'm trying to get rid of it for 39. I want to see them try to get rid of their things. They want it off their hands. Um, so this isn't necessarily the best example, but that's just my thought process when it comes to finding a hero in the tavern. I'm gonna look for more and I'll start recording again, but right now I'm gonna show you the hero that I bought this morning. I'm currently questing on it because I'm still learning about the game. I'm on the beta DeFi Kingdom right now, so I'm currently doing the gardening quest. So I own one hero. I intend to flip this hero, and it is a gardening hero right now. So it's gardening. I'm just playing around with it to see what's good, and then I'm gonna put it back up on the tavern and have it sell, or hopefully sell. So this is the hero I bought, and I'll again tell you about my thought process. Let me just look at something on my phone really quickly. Okay. So the reason why I was looking at my phone, sometimes I don't remember if the class and subclass match with the profession. So I didn't even look at this. Um, I didn't think it was necessary. Hopefully I'm right. I could be wrong, and yeah, I could be eating Jewel. It's a level 1, which I also kind of don't take into consideration. Sometimes I do if you want to bump up the price a little bit. And it's a Gen 2, which I think it's important. It has one summon left, so if someone wanted to use the summon if they wanted to purchase it. But let's get into the more important part. It's a gardening hero, and with gardening you need wisdom and vitality, right? See, I don't even know it off the top of my head. Yeah, you need wisdom and vitality, and it's 16, so it's kind of low. I kind of wanted to just get a hero to try gardening. I haven't done hard gardening. I have a nice little mountain, a liquidity pool. See what it is. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. But my whole goal with this hero is to flip him. I bought him for, what did I pay? 40 Jewel? Yep, Professor Chaos, that's me. I bought him for 40 Jewel. And look, this is one of those ones. Oh, Joe Rogan sold it to me. That's kind of cool. Um, he had it for 52 Jewel and he was selling it for 40. So he was selling it at a loss. So I don't think he was trying to flip it. And I feel like if this has to be on the tavern for a day or two, so be it, because I think it will sell. And I'll sell it for something stupid like 44 or 45, like small jewel amounts. But again, like this one, I made 4.5 jewel, and the price of jewel is 14.2. That's like a good chunk of change for doing nothing. The only thing you have to do is search around the tavern for a while. And once they get that stuff, figured out and it's more up to date, there's a lot of money to be made. So, I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna start recording again when this hero sells because it's kind of a crappy video. Okay, we're back. Um, so I am wearing a different outfit, but it is the same day. I showered, changed. So the hero that I flipped, it wasn't necessarily a big flip, but I'm just using this as an example, as a guide, so you can do your own flips and just show how easily it can be done, and it can be done within a day, and you can just watch your jewel snowball. So let me pull up the um, the gardener that I just sold. I bought him at, let's see, oh, he's right here. I bought him for 40 jewel this morning, and I showed earlier it was from Joe Rogan. I bought him at 948, and it's 4:30 now, and I think it probably sold within the last 30 minutes. So let's say 4 o'clock. So that's what, 7 hours? Not even. Um, so yeah, over here is the profit. So I spent 40. I put it up for 44 after fees. I got 42.35. So it's obviously nothing crazy. It's 2 jewel at 2.35. And since I recorded this morning, jewel's gone up 80 cents. It's $15 now. So I mean, now I can use this jewel to either reinvest, put it in a liquidity pool, or go for a bigger flip. I mean, these are just little baby flips, but imagine you get a flip that's worth like, you get the bottom price of 35 jewel and you sell it for 50. That's a 15, it's 15 jewel right there. So I just wanted to show this quick guide. I know this video obviously wasn't quick, but I think I'm just going to continue uploading videos of my flips and just showing my thought process and, you know, boasting a little bit. Maybe I can get a big flip and show you guys, inspire some other people. All right. I appreciate it. See you guys later.